don't weigh 115 pounds. We're gonna be a little over that, huh? Good morning. We got to finish our tractor here this morning, get that cab put back together, and that should be done. We're also going to work on our seed tender, get that weigh cell put back on so we can put that away and get it cleaned up here later this morning. Right now I got to run over to one of my seed customers and finish up some paperwork with him. As soon as I get back, we'll start working on this tractor. Oh yeah, we did get nice rain the last couple of days here. We're up to about 9/10 and it's warm. It was great. So we're in good shape. I'm back and it's time to start putting our cab back together. So I didn't show you what all I had to tear apart in here yesterday very good. So I'm going to do that before I start getting to putting it together. So we started out down there with the floor, that little tray that goes behind the seat, because that box there is what we had to put in. I ended up having to take the back panel cover off. I had to take this side console piece that fits in there out. I had to take this corner post cover off. I had to pull this down, and then we had to do a little contortionist act and be able to get up in there because the wires that we had to run is that one back up in there in the loom. So yeah, it was a bit of a challenge, but it comes down this corner post, runs down there and comes out underneath and runs across the floor over to our box. So now that I've got the wire in there, the headliner can go back up. We got to get these seals back on. This piece covers the radio, can be put back on there. The corner post can go back on, and the side console and everything. I'm not going to put the back panel and the floor in just yet, but we can do the rest of it. Okay, well, I got this corner all back together, side console, it's all good, just like it's supposed to be. So it took a little bit of work, but we got her there. All right, so next thing I need to do is get the wiring done on this MGT. I've got it bolted down, but I haven't plugged any of the wires in yet, so I got to make sure I get everything in just the right port spot where they're supposed to plug in, and then we can put I think the floor goes in first, and then this back panel be the easiest, and we'll have our cab all back together, and we should be able to try it. And I don't know if the dealer's got to do a little setup stuff with it, programming, whatever. I don't know. I'm just getting it installed. Okay, got it all back together. I wish there was something I could do with this mess of wires down here, but there's not, so they'll stay there. I did have to run a wire from the box that's down under there along the side. It comes out right there and plugs into the back of the display here, and that basically gives connection to the 2630 so that it can send the data out wirelessly. Also gives us the ability to do a remote display access, where I can actually pull up on my phone and see exactly what the display sees. So like if my dad or somebody was in the tractor and needed help setting something up, they could call me, I could pull it up and kind of walk them through what they're doing and what buttons to push. So pretty cool. Yeah, I suppose we need to start it up and take it outside, and well, it shouldn't really need to be outside to get a cell signal, but it's pretty crappy inside the shop here. So and let it do its thing, see if it's actually working, but I'll worry about that later. Okay, I need to work on this load cell, and looks like we got to do a little wiring and get a plug, or at least some terminals to put this plug on there. So my buddy's got a crimper set that works really good on those WeatherPack connector terminals, so I think I'm going to give him a call, see if I can go borrow that, and we'll get this taken care of. Got these crimpers that I need for the WeatherPack, and cut off about 28 feet of cable. See if we can find something to do with that. So it'll sit in the parts bin for 20 years until we were like, what the heck is this? And that's what's going to happen with it. But anyway, and I stripped back the wires, opened the sheathing and put these little seals on there, and then stripped the end of the wires Now we got to crimp these little ends on, and that's what these pliers are for. It actually does a really good job. Okay, well, you can see there, maybe, that those crimpers do a really good job. And yeah, we got them on there. So now all we got to do is make sure we get them in the right order, shove them back in this, then get the thing installed on the seed tender. Fortunately, I was smart enough to take a picture of that before I took it apart, so I know what order they go in. Okay, the wiring is done. Now let's go see if we can't figure out how to get this thing installed. I know I need most of that hardware, obviously those two pieces and this. Basically the way that this works is this slides into one side and it slides into this on this one on the other side. I think this piece is bolted to the frame, the bottom part of the seed tender. This part is bolted to the top where the boxes sit, and so this part in here kind of flexes a little bit, and that's how it weighs it. Okay, they do not make a couple of them bolts, or at least the nuts on the bottom side of that, easy to get to. But we've got it installed. I'm going to plug it in here. This way. Okay, and we got to get our board out. Ugh, hang on. Okay, board is out. There is a cover plate that needs to go on there, but let's see if our scale gives us a semi reasonable reading without an error message. Zero it. I don't weigh 115 pounds. We're gonna be a little over that, huh? No, it's not right. Dang it. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting. I do know that all my load cells are good though, because it's not giving me an error message telling me that they're bad. So it's just something with the reading. I'm gonna have to check some wiring and stuff. I don't know, but it's lunchtime. I'm gonna go home and eat lunch. All right, guys, I am back from lunch. I don't have a whole lot else going on today. Dad's cutting up some logs. We might go check that out in a little bit. But I got some computer work to catch up on, and I'm just kind of taking it slow, I guess, today. So I did, however, get my GoPro footage from my planner from the last couple of weeks put together. So check out my cool planner GoPro montage here. like he's got a big one he's getting cut up. Got her squared, but still a big log and long. Sawmill works pretty good, but when you got a log this big, it takes a little while to cut through it. So, okay, well, that's gonna wrap it up for me today and for the week here. Boy, am I glad to be done planting. It's nice. We got a beautiful rain here. We're in good shape as far as farm stuff goes. I will not be working tomorrow or Sunday, so next video won't come until Tuesday morning. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I've gained a lot of subscribers here over the last couple of weeks, and that's awesome. So thanks for checking out my channel, and hope you guys really enjoy the content. I don't know exactly what's on the agenda for next week. I do need to start picking up some seed boxes and stuff from some customers, and we may get close enough to start putting the planter and that kind of stuff, getting stuff cleaned up and put away, get the anhydrous bar hooked up. So I'm sure we'll be busy, but we'll figure that out next week. So leave me any comments and questions down below. Hit the like and subscribe button for me, please, and have a great weekend, everybody.